Hey everyone, Nick Baldwin here, team leader of Keller Williams Premier in Clarkson, Michigan. And I've been getting a lot of questions about how to create an ad on Facebook through command to actually generate real leads, full leads, right? So you can see here in my dashboard of some ads that I created, that I've run, that I've paused, that I've finished. And here's one that's currently active. And so far, we have collected 6 full leads and only spent $7 so far. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that, where you get leads with name, phone number, and email address so you can then convert. All right, so I am in the lead accelerator section of commands. So you're going to want to go to the little megaphone and click campaigns. Well, now they changed it to campaigns. Used to be lead accelerator, but click the little megaphone and you're going to do a paid campaign. Up here, you can do email, direct mail, and social posts, but we're going to do a paid campaign on social media. So we're going to go over here to the right-hand side. We're going to create new, and we are going to choose social ad. We're going to click social ad. We're going to name the campaign, and in this instance, I'm going to use a property called 650 Munger. That's the address. So to name your campaign, it would be easiest to name it the property address. All right, so we're going to advertise a listing in this instance. So we're going to click that. Then I'm going to just do Facebook right now because that's just making it easier for everyone to understand what to do. And then we're going to set up our campaign. Sorry, my screen share cuts off a little bit at the bottom, but you click the setup campaign button and then get started. All right, so I am going to find the listing in the KWLS, which makes it super easy to grab all the information. So let's do that. So 650 Munger in Rose, Michigan. Let's do that here. All right, perfect. So it pulled up the listing. So you might notice there's a couple different, there's actually 4 of them, right? So this is the old price. You reduced the price and now it's $348.8. It used to be $369. So make sure you choose the right one. Okay, so we're going to select it. Great. So here we go. Name and goal is 650 Munger. We're going to advertise the listing. Here's the listing itself. And now we're going to create the ad copy. So we're going to drop down here and we're going to do the headline. So the headline is down here. You know, tell me what your advertisement is about. So I'm just going to say, you know, just listed, you know, it's a horse farm. So I'm going to say horse farm. Can't type today, clearly. You know, you can make it sound a little more enticing than that, but for explanation's sake, I'm going to make it simple. All right, so it's going to pull the verbiage from the MLS, and usually that verbiage isn't very eye-catching, right? It doesn't sound like something you'd want to continue to look at. So we're going to create our own ad copy. I'm just going to delete this. And to make it simpler, I have got the copy here on a Word doc. So I'm going to copy it. And then I'm just going to paste it. So, oops, you know what? It didn't do my little emojis at the bottom. Hold on. I want to do my emojis. Here we go. Copy. I like emojis, guys. Here we go. I'm going to do this. So down, down, down. There we go. Throw some emojis in there and tell people what they're going to get. All right, great. So calling all cowboys and cowgirls. This equestrian dreamland. And here I want to add a little horse. I like horsies. Here we go. Here's my horsey. Okay. So here's my description. Calling all cowboys and cowgirls. And I have a little smiley face with a cowboy hat. This equestrian dreamland and a horse has a working horse farm, has 3 groomed pastures, riding arena, 6 stall horse barn, and additional pole barn. Click below for more info and pics. The reason I use emojis is because, you know, it's eye-catching. You know, it gets people to stop scrolling. It's just an extra extra little break from the norm, right? All right, so we've got our headline and we have our main copy. Let's keep scrolling down. All right, we need to now have a destination link, right? That's super important because that's where people are going to go when they click the ad. So you can have a landing page that you create from within command if you want to do a single property website, or you can direct them to your own website. And in that case, you're going to need to have a link. So I have shortened the link here because when you go to your website, the link is really, really long and Facebook doesn't like it. So I've shortened it on bit.ly.com. So I'm just going to copy that and I'm going to enter it right here in the link URL. All right, link description. A little bit repetitive, but again, what are they going to get? See all the photos and price. Just tell them what they're going to see, right? Little word of advice, don't ever, ever, ever put the property address in the description in the post of the ad, because what's going to happen is they're just going to copy and paste and go to Zillow and find it. So you want to give them just enough that they're going to want to opt in for more information. Okay? Very important to remember that. And we're going to just keep that learn more button. And then we are going to click the Facebook tab, and that's going to allow us to add the photos. We love photos. What's awesome about KWLS, it brings in all of the photos from the MLS, so you don't have to upload any of them. How easy is that, guys? Okay, but before we do that, we have to select the page. So I'm going to use Superior Homes Group at Keller Williams Premier. Also, very important, guys, you have to choose lead generation. If you don't choose lead generation, you're not going to get the full leads. What Facebook does is it creates a landing page and auto-populates that landing page with the user's name, phone number, and email. And when they opt in, their information goes right into command because it has all that information on the user because it's already in Facebook. So we're going to choose lead generation. And if you want to use a video, you can, but then you have to upload it. But to make this easier, I'm just going to use the photos. Choose the front of the house. I can do the kitchen. I'll do... you can see the photos are scrolling because it's going to be a carousel ad. Do the bathroom. There's a horse. There's a barn. And I think we do an aerial view. Great. So when people are scrolling through Facebook, it's going to be a carousel. So they're going to be able to flip through 6 photos of the home. And that's going to entice them enough to want to see more. Perfect. We've got that. Now, here's something very important. After the photos, make sure that you click this advanced targeting option because that will allow you to choose your custom audience. You can target your database, but in this instance, we're going to do a custom audience. So this house is in Holly, Michigan. So I'm going to target within 30 miles of Holly. Now, that's the only radius targeting you're able to do in Facebook now. You can't do zip code or anything, and you have to do 10 miles plus just because of some fair housing stuff that they were accused of. So that's fine. The way you're going to narrow it down is through interests. So if you're looking for buyers, I highly, highly suggest use Zillow as an interest. This is going to target people who are interested in Zillow, right? They either like the Zillow page or they've searched on Zillow. Make sure you choose Zillow and not Premier Agent because that's going to target agents. All right, so we're going to do Realtor, people who like Realtor.com. Give it a second to load up here. Choose Realtor.com. People who like Trulia. All right. People, you could do Redfin, Remax, whatever. Keller Williams, you know what I mean? You do any sort of target you want. Then we're going to do people who like, then you want to get a little more granular. People who like horses, because it's a horse farm, right? So think about what you're targeting. People who like let's see, nature. I'm just trying to get more granular with my targeting, so it reaches people who will actually enjoy, living in an area like this. So you get the point. I'm also, it's a house on a lake, you want to choose boats. If it's a house near a city, think about what could potentially be near that city that people will be interested in. Just make your targeting as granular as you can with your interests. So I'm not going to bore you any longer with that, but that's kind of how you narrow that down. And then we're going to go down here. Sorry, it's cut off, but budget and duration. So that's very important because you don't want to spend more money than you should. So I like to run my ads for $5 a day. So the way you're going to do that is, today's the 30th. It's going to start tomorrow. It takes about 24 hours to actually start your ad. So it's going to start the next day, or it could start, later on that day, but typically they want to give you 24 hours. So I'm going to 5, 4, 3. There we go. No, that would be 5 days. Great. So my campaigns default to $25 because that's what I've told the system to do. Default to $25. And so I'm going to do $5 a day for 5 days. So if you're ready and you want to run the ad, click save and activate. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to run this ad, but those are just the steps that you go through to set up that ad. And then when you are checking when you're checking to get your leads, you want to go into the little megaphone and you want to see, how many leads you're getting. So let's look at this one that I showed you earlier. So 6 leads. It's cost about $7.05 to get 6 leads. So you can do the math on that. It's reached 326 people and 28 people have clicked. You're going to get charged for clicks, and you're also going to charge for the actual leads themselves. Now, how do you find those leads? Great question. I'm glad you asked. Now you can go to your contacts, and if you set up your contacts to show you last visited, then let's do that. Then those people are going to show up right here. Or you can filter. So I'm going to do the lead source, Facebook lead ads, and I'm going to, give me 1 second, guys, apply that. And so here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's the 6 people that I've captured once I filter it and choose Facebook lead ad. Now, Facebook lead ad as a source won't show up until you start to generate those leads. So don't freak out if you go into contacts and you do a filter and you type in Facebook lead ad and it doesn't show up. It's only going to show up once you launch a Facebook lead ad and then the leads start to come in. So those are 2 ways that you find your leads, under last visited, or you can filter through Facebook lead ads. So check back every so often to see if a lead comes in, and then just start reaching out. Set them up on Smart Plan, set them up on Neighborhood Snapshots, shoot them a text, give them a call. So anyway, that's the whole thing, guys. I hope you enjoy it. I can't believe I'm getting leads for like $1.15 from Facebook, which is the lowest I've ever gotten leads from Facebook. So I'm super excited. I think campaigns through commands are going to change the game for us. All right. Have a great day. Hope that helped.